I want this to go well, and I don't really know what I'm doing.
She knows you. She knows what you guys have been through.
Yeah.
Now go out, have a great time.
So episode 5, Cold Salami, which was a title we got very excited about in the room. This is really an episode that's about challenging yourself to do something that's outside of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
And what does it take to do that?
It's been, 20 years, if not longer, that he's, been on a date with anyone but Jenny. I think anytime you do something like that, there's a little bit of guilt involved. Am I doing the right thing? Am I not? And I think he was struggling with all of that. I remember meeting the actress who plays Grace in this
Terrell.
episode. Yeah, Felicia. We'd actually worked together before. She just made it so easy for
She's
me to...
so lovely.
Truly lovely.
She glows.
Yeah, she really does. I look like an ogre in the screen next to her.
We all do.
Anytime a character takes a big leap like that, I remember being excited to shoot that scene. It's a progression, right? We're not static anymore. We're finally going somewhere, even if it's the wrong direction. And I remember feeling that when we were shooting that scene. And then you called her cold salami.
You're going on a date with a cold salami?
Cold salami?
The kids call her that.
There was a smile on your face when you said it, though.
Okay, wow. Yeah, that's great. Good for you. Seeing Malcolm do that, I think that is the first time that she starts to realize, like, oh, what's happening in here? Why do I care? Why do I care so much? I thought I didn't care. I thought it was it all seemed so fine. Which then pushes her forward, pushes Lori forward in her path, starting to come to terms with that. Like, if you don't want this, then why are you so close? Yeah. Why are we so entangled if you said you didn't want this?
Sometimes you have to put yourself first, Lori.
And it's really where I think Jenny is kind of in your head and the advice that she gave you.
Yeah, like losing Jenny as a best friend has left Lori without that person to go to be like, I'm having all these weird feelings. You need those friends every once in a while that go like, I need you to put yourself. You're not being selfish. No, that's not who you are. You have to think about yourself.
Well, it's gonna take a little bit more than this to make me feel better. You wanna talk about it?
And then what was that like to kind of be that for Flora?
It's almost like a gift to Lori that I've said I would watch out for her children. But it's hard to step in and do that if you're not being given permission to by a child, They are like, you're not my mom, but Lori got a chance to care for Flora, and that felt really beautiful. Yeah. That she was honoring her friend by helping her child in a hard moment.
Will you please skip the "it gets better" speech?
So it does and it doesn't. In my experience, most guys aren't worth the heartache.
There was a level of friendship to it because it didn't necessarily feel like this was like a super maternal, like, and now I'm gonna tell you what to do. It felt like finally Flora has someone who knows, like, oh, this person, she gets it. Like, she misses my mom as much as I do, and she knows that she always had good advice, and she knows that she always
That we're lacking that.
Yeah,
in this moment.
I'm opening up about myself, but then you're also like kind of talking about how complicated you feel in your situation.
You don't need someone else to make you happy. Least of all, some boy.
Do you really believe that?
I want to.
And so there was just a little bit of like bonding.
Yeah. I tried to find him on Facebook, but
Facebook? Mom, you're so old.
nothing feels more real than having teenagers school you about technology.
Okay, the first rule of online stalking, follow the money. Venmo. Your generation doesn't know how to switch off public.
Okay, my generation is just trying to keep up. The fact that they could find Cup of Joe like in it, is it through like Venmo, right? You found like through Venmo, like I'm never gonna think to look at Venmo.
No.
In the previous episodes, you see the two of you guys like missing connection,
You have, like, a
like
moment.
even a little moment, and that's cute.
Yeah.
Could be a secret wife or like a whole secret family. Oh my God, like imagine.
All right, I am glad you two are enjoying yourselves.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Was that nice to kind of finally play?
To like
Because you guys
finally be
had
able
it.
to like actually be friends,
here's, like,
because
a
for the rest of it
little
we've been like doing the whole like
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's like a little bit of hope
we could
for
finally
us
just like hang out and like
through that.
laugh together and like
Yeah, you see what they've been missing.
I was like, finally. Gosh, that was, jeez.
I wanted to give you something.
David, how'd you challenge yourself this episode?
Sobriety.
Oh, just a little bit. Just a small little way.
Yeah, there's a
of-
lot going on.
I only have a week right now, but in 11 months and 19 days, I want you to give that back to me.
This was a momentary lapse. You know, he was obviously in 4, whatever. He was at a very dark place. But it was this man is going to pick himself up and do whatever he can to get over that, and be a father for his kids. And there was no second, thought of not being fully committed to his sobriety. It's probably one of my favorite scenes in the entire series. That scene we have of me just giving you the chips.
That was a sweet scene.
It was such a sweet scene.
It was a sweet scene.
Yeah.
It's a wake-up call for David in all kinds of ways. It's a wake-up call for your kid. I have to get serious about my kids and start taking accountability. And I think it also is probably what turns David to really start thinking about what he wants, and that is starting to move. What have I done? Walking away from Lori. As a parent, like we challenge our kids to like, don't let fear hold you back. Like go for a big career and go for the. You can do it and all that, but I think it's also internally challenging yourself to like open up to the people in your lives. Allow yourself to be vulnerable.
Yep.
And that I think is just as hard, if not harder to do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And might be the only way you can move forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.